Once upon a time, non-alcoholic cocktails had a pretty ho-him reputation. Club soda with lime, maybe a Shirley Temple. Boring, sometimes awkwardly childish. Now, luckily, we're living in a heyday for alcohol-free options that are just as fun, sophisticated, and delicious as they add a fun and refreshing mocktail into the mix. Whether you're purposefully skipping the booze or just looking for something refreshing to sip while reading on the porch, it's helpful to have a handful of non-alcoholic and mocktail drink options that don't taste like you're drinking from a juice box. A sophisticated mix of flavor is what transforms an everyday drink into a real treat, and these recipes are the proof. Thank God it's Friday, so you can take advantage of the weekend to learn something new. Welcome to another episode here on Launch Global. I am Chung Anamel Joseph. We'll be right back after the break, so stay tuned. It can be weekend. Weekend can be a festival because there's so much activity, spending time with family and friends. You can make this particular cocktail during a birthday party, games night with your friends, or maybe just chilling around in the garden with your friends for during Christmas period, during Easter period, during Salah period, any time at all. But then it sits super well when you want to enjoy that moment with friends. So no one will be missing out. So on happy hour, when you serve these margaritas, mix together freshly squeezed orange juice and lime juice with lemonade, then top with sparkling water. All you have left to do is decide whether you want to use sugar or salt rim. You don't need tequila to enjoy this margarita mocktail whenever the time and place for a festive big batch drink arises. This non-alcoholic recipe is there to outshine the unusual sherbet-dotted punches and provide a Tex-Mex twist to any occasion. So for the ingredients, you need your lemonade, such as Simply Lemonade or Minute Maid. Then you need your fresh squeezed orange juice, your fresh lime juice, sea salt plus more for garnish, sparkling water or club soda, your lime wedges for garnish, and of course your ice, because without the ice it's like the drink is not possible. So for the process in making this recipe, you have to be very, very attentive so you get the right recipe. And it's weekend, don't forget, you have all the time to take advantage of this opportunity. You can get the recipe get a piece of paper and a pen or maybe a jotter so you can write all of the recipes and how you can make this mocktail. Now, first thing, you need to combine your lemonade, the orange juice or punch bowl. You add your salt, then you stir until combined and salt dissolved. Top with sparkling water or club soda, then you can add your ice. Serve in salt-rimmed glass if desired with a lime wedge for garnish. Then feel free to garnish with additional seasoning fruits or herbs. So you can use a mint leaf, all the time mint leaf, you can't go wrong with mint leaf at all. So you can also add up your mint leaf. You can add any toppings that you want to add to garnish. You can just go in with any fruit of your choice, and then but you have to make sure that that fruit that you're using is going to just go in very well. Pineapple works as well, and I think strawberry also works as well. So you can either go in with the lemon or orange rim or lemon rim, and then you can also go in with pineapple or strawberry. So I think they all work perfectly, and then they will be good for this particular drink. Moving on, we'll be looking at pineapple sweet tea punch. A lot of people love pineapple. I love pineapple so much. Just that when it comes to the sour pineapple, I think that's where I have a problem. But when pineapple tastes so sweet, it's always a go-to. You want to just enjoy it, maybe watching a movie and then wanting something to just chew, and pineapple is also an option as well. So for this particular recipe, you need your infused chilled black tea with a homemade pineapple simple syrup and lime juice for a boost of tropical flavor. Serve batch style with fruits and citrus wedges to garnish. While a plain old pitcher of iced tea is refreshing in its own right, this pineapple sweet tea punch is even better. Made with chilled black tea, this drink is sweetened with a pineapple simple syrup made with pineapple juice. It can be canned or it can be your own pineapple. You can blend it and bring out the juice and you can use it. So when you want to use the canned juice, it's still okay. But if you want the best flavor, then you have to take your time and take out or squeeze out the juice out of the pineapple, so you'll be able to get like a very, very fresh, very, very fresh mocktail. So fresh lime juice add a welcome dose of acidity to balance out the sweetness, and along with the pineapple, it gives this iced tea lovely tropical notes. For the ingredients, you need your pineapple juice, your granulated sugar, chilled unsweetened iced tea, fresh lime juice, pineapple wedges for garnish. For the direction, you bring pineapple juice and granulated sugar to a boil in a small saucepan over medium-high. Boil undisturbed until mixed reduce to half cup and become syrupy. Now it has to be thick in the way you boil it till it's a little bit thick, not watery. I mean syrupy. So 12 to 16 minutes. Remove from heat. Cool completely, not warm, I mean entirely cool down. About 20 minutes, then you stir together chilled unsweetened iced tea, your vodka, which is optional. Remember, we are making a mocktail, not a cocktail. So you have to make sure that that vodka is just out of the picture. Try your best. It should just be out of the picture. Fresh lime juice, then it has to cooled the cold pineapple syrup, in a small pitcher, you pour evenly into 4 ice-filled. It can be for the number of people you're entertaining. When you have guests, when you have 20, when you have 10, when you have 15, when you have 50. But then you can't have that huge number of people in an event, or maybe first of all you just want to do it for your family. Advisably, just have maybe 3 or 4 options. Now it depends on how many people you are entertaining, but then if it's just maybe 5 people, I think this can go. One recipe or one drink can serve. But then when you have a lot of people, you should have options so that they'll be able to create fun for themselves now and comfort of their home as well. It's always fun for you to have people learn from you. Now it gives you this sense of excitement, like people can learn something from you, and then that makes you good. And then it just gives you this a little bit of pride that you want to also try more. And sometimes when you know how to make something and people are like, okay, I want to learn again, I want more, and you'll be like, okay. If serving for a party, save time the day of hosting by making the fruit juice a day ahead of time. Just keep it refrigerated until ready to mix with the remaining ingredients. Whether you're looking for a punch that's family friendly on the boozy side, this blackberry, ginger, and lime-soaked big batch drink is just the ticket. So for the ingredients, you need your fresh blackberries, your chilled sweet tea, cold water, fresh lime juice, chilled non-alcoholic ginger beer, frozen blackberries, ice, lime slices, and mint sprigs. For the direction, you place fresh blackberries in a large bowl, merge with a potato masher until fully broken. Pour through a fine mesh strainer in a measuring cup or bowl, pressing palm to release juice. Discard solids. Pour blackberry into a large punch bowl. Stir in sweet tea, water, and lime juice until well combined. Gently frozen blackberry until just combined. Sieve over ice. Garnish with lime slices and mint sprig. I think it's a little bit tricky in a way, but not so serious. It's you bringing all the ingredients together, putting them in one bowl, and then mixing it properly. I think, you know, a lot of times when you go to maybe a lounge or a sitting, and when you bring all the professionals in making all the mocktail, you know, they have their mixing cup, and that's why they use that, so that it will mix very well. Trust me, this particular mocktails, when you don't combine them very well, you don't get the taste at all. You might take all the time to just do the shaking and then make sure that everything is combined, which shaking makes it faster. But if you want to use like maybe a spatula or spoon to stir it, you know, it might take a little bit of your time. But when you have the mixing cup, now that makes it easy, and I think you get to have like a different taste of what you're making. But don't forget, when you are making all of these recipes, when you're making your mocktail, you have to make sure that you stir it very well so it combines properly, and that's when you get to enjoy it. Don't forget to always add up ice. Yes, there are people who don't really like taking ice for the sake of sensitivity in your tooth or of the alcohol. Instead of leaning on vodka or gin to add flavor, this drink gets its edge from homemade rosemary syrup. The ingredient list is so streamlined, non-alcoholic lime juice, that you have no excuse to not make this fun. This is a seasonal drink, and this is another season, so you can always enjoy this drink. You know, they say, oh, it's a holiday season, it's just for you to have this chillness, this moment of relaxation. But trust me, every day can be your holiday. It doesn't have to be, oh, maybe when there's no work, or I'm on break, or it's weekend, or there's no school today. Every day can be your holiday. It's how you make it happen for yourself. So for the ingredient, you need water, which is very, very important that you keep hydrated at all times. You need your granulated sugar, your rosemary springs, your non-alcoholic ginger beer, fresh lime juice, ice. Then for the garnish, you need your rosemary sprig and fresh lime wheel. For the preparation, you prepare a rosemary syrup. In preparing it, you bring water, granulated sugar, and loosely packed rosemary sprig to a boil in a small saucepan over medium-high. Stirring occasionally, boil. Keep stirring occasionally until sugar is dissolved. After 1 minute, remove the heat over. You cover and steep 30 minutes. Pour through a fine mesh strainer into a glass or jar, discarding rosemary. Make 1 cup, store in airtight glass jar in your refrigerator for up to 3 weeks. So when you have this made, you can decide to have a lot of it, and then you keep them. From time to time, you go in and make your drink. So it can be well preserved and then saved. Okay for you to still use, like you can keep it, preserve it for like 3 weeks, and then after 3 weeks, if you're not done using it, please, you have to discard it. Then secondly, you stir together your ginger beer. Then you need your rosemary syrup and lime juice in a copper mug filled with ice until mug is frosty, about 30 seconds. Lightly smack rosemary sprig against palm to release oily natural oils. You garnish with rosemary and lime wheel. So this particular recipe is just few things. You need your lime, your rosemary, your water, your ice, then your granulated sugar. So you know the process is just so simple. It's just for you to want to know, okay, which works for what, like what ingredients works for what drink. You know, all the time you need to get to understand. And if you want to try something new at all times, you can always try it. Trust me, don't be scared of failing. Don't be scared of making mistakes, because sometimes it's when mistakes happen that you get the right result. When you make mistakes, you can see that, okay, you know that when you did it this way and it didn't really work out, so you can try it in another way, and that might even be better than the person who feels like they are professionals in making this cocktail. You can be that professional, and you can just take the medal at the end of the day. And trust me, you're going to be so proud of yourself at the end of the day. So last on our list today is the ginger orange mocktails. We love ginger and we love orange. So for people who are always talking about, I want to lose weight, I'm tired, I'm having so much fat in my body, you know, most of the time we do the lime or lemon and ginger, but this time around we're doing ginger and oranges in order to make mocktails. This citrus flavored mocktail is a go-to with or without alcohol. Perfect for backyard parties and punch sitting alike. You're sure to be refreshed after just a few sips. Whether you're hosting a cocktail party, this moment, or throwing together a tailgate, it is always nice to have a non-alcoholic free drink option. This citrus flavor mocktail is perfect with or without. Prepare this citrus concoction ahead of time and serve in a pitcher or punch bowl. Allow your guests to complete the drink with a dish of ginger beer, a few oranges slices. So that keeps your guests busy in a way and manner. So they feel like, okay, I'm part of the occasion as well. So you can have all your orange slices for the garnish. And of course, you can have your ginger beer. They can add or reduce. It depends on what they want. Maybe little. Some people might want it a little bit more sweet, while some people want it very moderate. So for the ingredients as well, what you need is your freshly squeezed orange or satsum juice. You need your pineapple juice. It has to be chilled. You need your orange bitters. You need your ginger beer chilled as well. And in preparation, you need to combine your orange juice, pineapple juice, and the bitters in a pitcher or punch bowl. Top with ginger beer, serve over ice, garnish with orange slices. And guess what? This is the simplest recipe ever, because you need all the juice together and you mix everything together and it's ready. So this is one of the easiest. If you don't get all the recipes and you feel, oh, maybe they are so difficult, or maybe to get the ingredients will take so much of your money. Now all you need in this recipe is your orange juice, your pineapple juice, your ginger beer, and that's it. Then for the garnish, you need your orange slices, and then it's ready with your ice. And make sure you have enough ice, you know. But I'll still advise that you don't take so much cold all the time. You have to regulate the intake of whatever cold drink you're taking. You have to also cut down on the intake of alcohol, especially this period. You know, there are a lot of things going around. The weather is not friendly. You might just end up having flu and cough and all of that. So you have to watch out on your health and cut down on some things that you know that will cause you more damage than good. Don't forget, you want to always stay young. You know, some